What is up, YouTube? I am doing another collection video. The first one I did was a WWE DVD collection video, and this one will be a TV show DVD collection. I don't have many, but I have enough to do a collection. So, to get started, Digimon Season 1. This was a cartoon that was out when I was a little kid, and it was a really great cartoon, and when I saw the DVD, I had to get it. It's about 7 kids who go to another world, a digital world, and they end up meeting these guys who are called Digimon, and they're able to digivolve to stronger monsters to fight the evil Digimon and save both the real world and the digital world. They had to go back to their real world, back to Earth to find the 8th Digidestin, which is her, and the 8th Digimon, right there, and defeat a Digimon who went there to find her for some reason. Not sure what, don't really remember what the reason he went there to get her was, but they go back to get her and to stop the evil Digimon that went to Earth and go back to stop, like, the Dark Masters and another even higher level of monster to save the digital world and the Digimon. The digital world and Earth. It's a really good TV show, really good cartoon. I think it's a lot better than anything that today's kids have, because I've actually seen some of those and they're not that great. Next is Digimon Season 2. It's a continuation of the first season. Pretty much, you have Kari and TK, who was in the first season. Then you end up getting these 3 here. They end up having to stop another child who is the Digimon Emperor, and ends up fighting a monster from their past later on. Next up is... shoot, these are out of order, actually. These aren't complete seasons. They're just like the top 5 episodes from the season. But Best of Friends Season 1, Best of Friends Season 2, Best of Friends Season 3, and Best of Friends Season 4. I'm not really going to talk much about that because I'm sure everybody has seen the show. I mean, I would think, because it was really, really popular. Next up is Ghost Whisperer. This is the first season. I actually found this show by accident. I was just bored flipping through channels, and this is about the only good thing on, and I fell in love with the show and had to get the DVD. This is season 1. Pretty much, this is Melinda Gordon. She can see and talk to ghosts and make them cross over into the light, and it's a really good show. It does take a while to actually find like a real purpose, like to find a real, true story for it. I think it takes like a first season. But once it gets closer to the end of the season, there's this plane crash in her town, and she's aware of it before it even happens and tries to warn the city, but no one believes her because she can't really say that she was told by a ghost. But that's pretty much what happens in that season. Second season, yeah. Her best friend is one of the ones who died in the plane crash, and she ends up having to deal with this evil spirit guy who is trying to convince spirits to stay on Earth instead of crossing over to the light. And then she ends up meeting this guy who can also see and talk to ghosts, but he turns out to not be friendly like her. He's trying to get them to stay as well. And she gets these 5 signs. Shoot, what were they? Death of a loved one. The dead shall rise, and I forget what the other 3 are. I forget what the other 3 are. But yeah, she gets 3 signs, and then, or 5 signs, and they're supposed to help her with something. And then, then closer to the end of the season, she finds out that the plane crash was not the only big fatal accident. There were other fatal accidents that happened in other years. And they all happened around May 5th. May 5th, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was May 5th. And there were 5 survivors, one from each tragedy that she has to help out. Next is season 3. This is disc 5, disc 3 and 4, disc 1 and 2. Pretty much she finds out that she has a brother that isn't really her brother. She finds out that her father isn't really her father, that somebody else is her father, and just a lot of interesting things. It's a really good TV show. It's just really hard to explain. You have to watch it to understand it. Again, this is out of order too. Next is season 4. This is kind of like probably the most boring one ever. Pretty much her husband, Jim, ends up dying and his spirit goes into another body, and pretty much it's just a way to show the audience how they fell in love, pretty much, which I thought was really boring. Season 5, probably my favorite season out of this whole series. She ends up having a child. She has to deal with other ghosts, or shadows and shinies, which the shinies are child spirits, and I forget what the shadows are. like dark spirits and all that. Just not a really good way to end. It was a great season. Just I thought they could have done something, had another season, and then to end the show. But no, like I don't know, do like a 60s season and show her losing her powers, and she just doesn't have her ability to see or talk to ghosts anymore. But no, that's not what they chose to do. Next is The King of Queens, the complete series. This is a really good sitcom. I loved it. It's really funny. Not really much to talk about. Just it's a really funny show, and you should really see it if you haven't seen it. But King of Queens. Next, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the complete series. Season 1, Volume 1, Season 1, Volume 2, Season 2, Volume 1, Season 2, Volume 2, Season 3, and bonus features. Comes with a book. Pretty much everybody should know what Power Rangers are if they were born in the 90s and or grew up with it in the 90s. It's a really good show for kids, but this was my childhood. Not this one, but the ones that come after that were, and it's actually really good. I like it. I liked watching it over again. And even though some of the jokes and stuff was kind of cheesy, it was still pretty good. And it's really great to own the ones that I have right now. Power Rangers seasons 4 through 7, which is Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers Last Galaxy. I didn't start watching it until halfway through Turbo. And I actually thought Power Rangers Turbo was really good. But my favorite out of all these box sets has to be Power Rangers in Space. Lost Galaxy was better than what I thought it would be, than what I remembered. I thought it was really lame for some reason before I got the box set. I was just trying to remember, I was like, I don't think I'm going to like that one. But turns out I did enjoy it quite a bit. Next up is Power Rangers seasons 8 through 12. Comes with... gotta pick this up. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers Wild Force, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, and Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Ninja Storm has to be my least favorite. I did not enjoy that one at all. And, I tried to watch it, but, I watched the whole thing, but I was not entertained by it at all. All the others, I was pretty well entertained. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, I think they could have showed the Titanium Ranger more. But I do have an issue with Power Rangers Wild Force, because not the series, just the fact that Disc 3 does not work completely for me. It skips, on 3 episodes. 3 episodes skip. So, gonna have to get it cleaned or something. I know I can't return it because I don't have any of these stuff from the packaging stuff. But, if you know how I could get it fixed, comment, tell me, so I know what to do. I should better move these so I can bring the others TV shows over here. Next, my favorite TV show, Prison Break. This is season 1. This is actually pretty easy to talk about. Season 1. This guy, Michael Scofield, ends up getting himself thrown in prison to break his older brother, Lincoln Burrows, out. Because he was sent to death row, which is in prison, for murdering the vice president's brother. And I guess I'm going to go on ahead and say he was innocent, because they pretty much made that clear through the entire series. I think they could have, kept it, hey, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, I think what they could have done is make the fans guess and decide on whether or not if he did it, and then reveal it, towards the end or so. Towards the end of season 2. But no, they revealed it right away that he's innocent. Because they did have an episode that's called Brother's Keeper. Pretty much shows him not pulling the trigger to kill the guy. In a few episodes before that, they have a guy who set Lincoln Burrows up. He ends up pretty much saying the vice president's brother is still alive. It's geez, why not keep it hidden? Keep the fans guessing on whether or not if he did it up until season 2 and reveal it closer to the end of season 2. He gets exonerated, he's free. Boom. But this is a pretty good show. This is actually probably my favorite season out of the complete series. But next, Prison Break Season 2. This takes place immediately after they broke out, the next morning. I guess when I first saw it, I thought it expanded over a couple of days. I guess I was wrong. It expands over a longer period of time. But, pretty much all the escapees are on the run from the FBI, and they're trying to find some money. And when I say some money, I mean $5 million. And if you've seen this, even if you haven't seen the season, I'm going to tell you. They found the money under someone's garage floor. So, but the person was really wishing that they could have found that money themselves, or even known about it, because they would have been rich. But, pretty much, they search for money. One of them tries to reunite with his girlfriend who was pregnant. One of them tries to seek revenge. One of them tries to get back with his family. The other tries to find the person that turned him in. And Michael Scofield and Lincoln Burrows, they work to prove that Lincoln Burrows is truly innocent. Next is Prison Break Season 3. I've seen a lot of people who've shown their Prison Break collection that they didn't like it that much, that it was the worst season. I didn't think it was the worst season. I don't think there is a really bad season. All of the seasons are great. But the thing is that it's just not long enough. I mean, they shorted down to like, I think, 16 episodes? No, less than that. I think it was like, how many was it? 13 episodes. Yeah. Season 3 got shorted down to 13 episodes for some reason. I don't know why. But pretty much Michael Scofield is in Sona, which is a prison in Panama. And there he has to find some guy, break him out for the people who set up his brother for their murder, and he has to break the guy out to save his girlfriend and nephew. Season 4. This is the final season. This is actually a really good season. I enjoyed this season. But in this season, Michael Scofield, Winkett Burrows, Fernando, who was Michael's cellmate from season 1 and made it all the way to the end. Alex Mahone, who was the FBI agent from season 2, who was hunting them down, and Brad Bellick, who was the guard from season 1, and also tried to hunt down the escapees from in season 2 to get the reward money, and got locked up in prison, in Sona prison, in season 3. Along with Sarah, who was from all 3 seasons. They end up trying to take down the people who set Winkett Burrows up, which is a group called The Company. They try to bring them down by stealing this device called Scylla. And it's a really great season. You find out some interesting things that you wouldn't have expected. Just a really great season. Really good way to end the series. Next is Prison Break, The Final Break. Pretty much at the end of season 4, there's like, after they get cleared, it jumps forward to like 4 or 5 years, I think. And this shows what happened in between that time. So pretty much what Sarah ends up getting sent to prison, or actually a jail, I guess it would be. I don't know. Not really sure. It's been a while since I watched this one. And she's also pregnant. And Michael comes up with a plan to break her out to save their child. And stuff. It's like hour and a half, 2 hours long. It wasn't aired on TV or anything. It was just released on DVD, which I thought was really cool. Next is Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete first and second season. Good cartoon from, I think it originally came out in the 80s, but yeah. Just a really good cartoon. I remember watching it when I was a kid, when it was still on. Because they would do a lot of reruns when I was a kid in the 80s. If I remember correctly, it came out in the 80s or so. I'm not 100% sure. Next is The Simpsons, the complete 5th season. I thought this was the season that I was looking for. The one I was looking for, I think it's season 6. I might be wrong, but it's the one that has the episode where Bart gets a fake driver's license. But I got the wrong season. It's good to have. I do want to start collecting The Simpsons on DVD, but I just, for some reason, can't pull myself to pick up any more seasons. I think it's because I'm actually really working on my WWE DVD collection. But once I get that complete, I'll be able to start buying more TV shows that I find interesting, or that look interesting. Next is True Calling, the complete series. It's an 8-disc collector's edition. It has the first season, and it has the It has the. Shoot, if I can get this thing to come out. It has the 6 episodes from season 2. The show ended up getting canceled after this episode because where is it? Yeah, this one right here. So I guess a bunch of parents called in and complained about what was shown. And my thought is that why were they having their kids watch this show or letting their kids watch this show? No, because, this isn't really a show for kids, so why let them watch it? But pretty much it's about this girl who gets an internship at a morgue, and the dead people ask for her help. The day starts over, and she goes and saves them. And this guy is like the opposite, who ends up trying to make sure the day goes the exact same way for that person, like they actually do die. But it's a really great series. I did hear that somewhere else, I think Canada, I believe, that the actual series was able to continue, that it just got canceled for America. But I might be wrong. But it's a really great series, even though that it didn't actually have a true ending, because they really found themselves in season 2. And I think they could have had a great season 2 if it was able to continue. Next is 2.5 Men, season 7. This is actually a really good show. It was when Charlie Sheen was in it, but once they had Ashton Kutcher take his place, it just went downhill from there. But I'm not sure why I got season 7. I think I just saw one, and it was saw this one. It was the cheapest one in my store, so I picked it up. And I do want to get the other seasons to have the complete series. Yes, that means I even want the ones with Ashton Kutcher in it. Next, I'm going to show you a few other things that aren't TV show related. Well, they're not, but they're just some stuff that I keep on this set. Well, around where my TV shows go, they go. My TV shows go here, and it's just where I keep some other stuff. Next, but what I'm going to show you first, WWE Divas South of the Border, VHS. I don't have a VCR, so I can't watch it. Had this when I was a little kid. It's actually misprinted. It says Power Rangers in Space: The Return of the Magna Defender. But yeah. Backlash, WWE Backlash 2002. Need to get this on DVD because I don't have a VCR of that, and I just want the DVDs more than I do a VHS tape. Because VHS tapes don't really last that long. When I first got Prison Break, I got it for Christmas, and somehow I misplaced the first disc of the first season. So I had to rebuy it to get the first disc, to have the first 4 episodes, and have the complete series again. So that's why I have this. I'm not sure any store would take it with a disc not being in there. And I haven't even tried to take it. I don't even plan on trying, so I guess I'll just hold on to it. Next would be the 2-disc version of WrestleMania 26. I ended up getting the 3-disc a few weeks ago, so I got rid of so I was able to pull this out of the collection. I'm probably going to end up selling this one too. I may hold on to it. I don't know. I haven't decided. But yeah. That is my TV show collection. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll end up doing a regular movie collection soon. I don't know when, but I will do one and show off my regular movies, like actual movies soon, but I don't know when I will be doing that. Probably in the next few days. But please comment, like, subscribe, and peace.